Now the next topic is string functions and method. So Python also offers many built-in functions and methods for string manipulation. Basically the string manipulation methods, they work on the basic format, that is string object dot the name of the method or the function, apart from len. So these are the various functions on the screen that you can see that we are going to study one by one. First is the len function. The len function returns the length of its argument string, that is, it returns the count of characters in the parsed string. If I write s is equal to hello and I write print len s, so what does this mean? That whatever the length of the string stored in s is there, that will be printed. But if we talk about the index, then index will be from 0 to 4, because at h the index will be 0, then 1, 2, 3 and o will be 4. So 0 to 4 index means 5 characters. The next is the capitalize. Now what is the use of this capitalize? It basically returns a copy of the string with its first character capitalized. So if I write s is equal to hello and then I write print s dot capitalize. Now you can see that the string that I have written was all in the small letters HELLO, but with s dot capitalize, what happened? The first character will be capitalized. Then the third one in the list is count. So what is the use of count? Count basically returns the number of occurrences of the substring in string. What does this mean? Let us understand practically. Now suppose I have a string as this is the string. I have to count the occurrences of A and B in this. Okay. So for this, what we will write is, we will just write print and then we will write the object, the string object, that is str dot count, and in count we will write the substring, that is the occurrences that we want to find of which character. So that particular substring we are going to write. So now I will get 2. Why we are getting 2? Because A and B, they are occurring together at 2 places. You can see this is the first place where AB substring is occurring, and this is the second place where the string is occurring, the substring is occurring. If I just write A over here instead of AB, then I will get 5. Why? Because now I want to see that how many times a particular character is repeating, or how many occurrences of a particular character are there. So the substring can be multiple characters also, or a single character also. Now in the string A is coming 5 times. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that is why we will get 5. The next function in the list is find. Find basically returns the lowest index in the string where the substring is found within the slice range of start and end, and it returns -1 if the string is not found. Let us see this practically. So now if I write s is equal to any string, and if I write another string in which I am storing a part of this substring, let's say I am writing a substring ring over here. Now if I write the main string, that is s dot find. What we have to find? S1. So s dot find S1 means what? S will be the main string, that is the complete string, dot find whatever substring I want to find. So this will give me 11. Now what is 11? 11 is the index number at which this substring is starting. So we can check this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Space will also be counted. So this R is coming at 11. So at which position the substring is going to start, that position is basically returned. Now instead of writing the substring or storing the substring in a different variable, you can write the substring directly also. So like if I write s dot find and in the bracket I mention the substring, let's say goes, and in this case what will happen? In this case, goes, the position of goes, the starting position, that will be printed. So it is 3. So why it is 3? 0, 1, 2, space will be counted, and then 3. Then the next function in the list is index. So basically it returns the lowest index where the specified substring is found, and if the substring is not found, then an exception or value error is raised. It works like find only, but find returns -1 if the substring is not found, and index raises an exception. So both work similarly, but the only difference is, like if I write s dot find and I am writing a string or a substring that is not present over here, like if I write the, so in this case I will get the answer as -1. String, that is s dot index, and then whatever the substring is. Now in this case also you can see that when you are writing s dot index, so in this case also the same answer will be returned that we are getting when we write s dot find ring over here. But if I write this, instead of find I write index over here, now in this case error will be raised. So this is the main difference in index and find, that if a substring is not present in the main string and we are searching for that, so find will return -1, and if we are using the index function, then in that case if the substring is not present, then in that case an exception or error will be raised.